A 20-year-old rookie is a big reason why the San Antonio Spurs are in the NBA Finals right now. Not a contributor, not a role player tucked in around the edges, but a key piece that helps unlock everything else. Everyone knew Dylan Harper was talented coming out of Rutgers because the size and the instincts were obvious from day one, but nobody expected him to matter this much this fast. And the thing most people are focused on right now is the scoring and the highlights. Diving off. Harper thought about it now, drives to the Harper, just cuts it back. But that's not even the real story. The real story is what Harper forces defenses to do to Victor Wembanyama, and how that same pressure ripples out through De'Aaron Fox and Stephen Castle until the whole defense is making impossible choices on every single possession. That's what we're getting into today. Rookie guards don't usually change playoff teams. That's not an opinion. It's just what the history of this league shows you when you look at the numbers honestly. Most rookies, even the ones that end up being stars, are just passengers once the postseason starts. They play their minutes and they contribute in spots. But the veterans around them carry the actual weight of winning. The idea that a first-tier guard walks in and reshapes how an offense operates against playoff defenses almost never happens. Magic Johnson is the cleanest example of when it did. The 1980 Lakers were already a good team with Kareem, but Magic didn't come in at 20 years old just to fill a role. He ran the whole operation from the jump. When Kareem went down with an ankle injury before Game 6 of the Finals against Philly, Magic started at center and a 20-year-old rookie taking a franchise on his back in the highest stakes moment of the season. But here's the part that makes Harper's situation different. Magic had Kareem, decorated, proven veteran as a co-star. Harper is doing this alongside Wembanyama and Castle, who are only 22 and 21 years old themselves. Wiggins got knocked down, one didn't get it. Castle leaving for Wembanyama. 3 young players figuring out the playoffs together in real time. That comparison doesn't exist anywhere else in NBA history. The list of rookie guards who have genuinely changed a finals team's offensive identity is incredibly short. It's Magic, and maybe you make a case for 1 or 2 others on the margins. Now you have to start the conversation about Dylan Harper. To understand why he belongs in that group, you have to understand the specific problem he solves for San Antonio. Every coaching staff in the NBA walks into a Spurs game with the same starting point. Take the ball out of Wemby's hands before he can do damage. They throw hard doubles when he catches in the post. Send early traps when he picks up a dribble and top lock on the perimeter to deny him the entry pass entirely. The logic is sound because you make someone else beat you and you live with the results. And that strategy works often enough to be a real problem for San Antonio. But what the Spurs now have are multiple guards who can punish the double team before it fully forms. And that's the part people underestimate. It's not just about having someone who can score when WBY kicks it out, but the real issue is the timing. A good defense doesn't collapse on Wemby and then scramble back. It collapses and rotates simultaneously. So by the time the ball moves, the next defender is already in position. To break that, you need a guard who can force a decision before the rotation even starts. And that's what Harper does. Harper gets free. Don Harper shows up for the hometown. When Harper catches the ball at the top of the pick and roll, his first step is the problems. He doesn't just get downhill fast, he changes speeds in a way that makes the closeout defender useless from the moment the ball hits his hands. Go under the screen and he's pulling out from mid-range before he can recover. But go over the screen and he's already changed his angle and he's at the rim. There's no clean answer. The defender is always half step behind because Harper has already decided and already moved while the defense is still reading the situation. Now, plenty of young guards can get downhill. That's not the rare part. The rare part is what happens once he gets there. His footwork inside the paint is the detail that doesn't show up in highlight. Once he's in the lane, he's finishing. He shifts his angle mid-drive to take the contact on his terms. And his balance through contact means the trip to the rim usually ends with 2 points or free throws. He's comfortable going through the body instead of around it. That's the difference between a guard who can get into the paint and one who can actually score there at a rate that changes defensive behavior. And the numbers prove it. His free throw rate jumped from 75% in the regular season to 85% in the playoffs, which tells you he's converting under pressure at an elite rate. And here's what that creates for Wemby. When Harper draws a second defender, usually the big who steps up to cut off the drive. Wemby's catching the ball in open space, not slightly open, but open in a way that a 7'5" player should never be open. The defense has already lost the possession. There's no rotation fast enough to fix what Harper just broke. A quick word from the sponsor of today's video, Prize Picks, and the timing could not be better because the NBA Finals are underway. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports pick app. And if you have the means to do so responsibly, the easiest way to win a little extra cash while you're locked into playoff basketball. Here's the deal. It's stupid simple. You pick more or less on a few players' stats. Lock in your lineup, done. No spreads and no math degree required. And if you're new, use code HMA. Play your first $5 lineup and they'll drop $50 in lineups into your account. Links pinned in the description. For today's picks, I've got a zesty 3-pick power play, Cat under on rebounds, Darren Fox over on assists, and WBY over on rebounds. Prize Picks is available in most states, including California, Texas, and Florida. So if you want to get in the playoff action, head to the link in the description, sign up with code HMA, drop a $5 lineup, and Prize Picks will give you $50 in lineups to play with. Let's eat. When Harper and WBY share the floor, San Antonio takes 42% of its shots at the basket. That number drops sharply when either one sits. That's not a coincidence. That's rim pressure produced by two players defenses can't simultaneously